Hello everybody, this is Bobby here, aka Iron Hammers, and today I thought I'd bring you, decided to cast a couple of games from the recent MLG tournament in Columbus, which was just broadcast this last weekend. There was many great games being shown over there on their streams, but I decided that perhaps some of you might like to see some of the open bracket games which feature some of the lesser known players in there that perhaps you haven't seen play before. And of course, there's some great players in there as well. So first off, I'm going to bring you this Protoss versus Protoss on Xel'Naga Caverns. It is the MLG Xel'Naga Caverns, so you will see there is a neutral supply depot at the bottom here to stop any walling off shenanigans, mainly against Zoe. But we have here, his name is Spartan. I believe he plays for a team called Psycho, and I hadn't actually heard of him before, but he has played at previous MLG tournaments, so he's not entirely new to the game. And up here as the orange Protoss, we have somebody that you're perhaps much more familiar with, and that is coLCrunCher, great Protoss player, and you've probably seen him about many different tournaments and such. So getting into the game here, we can see Spartan having a little scout around. Nothing exciting. Cruncher's going to chase him down and probably keep right on his tail to make sure that there's no sketchy little pylons going down or anything. And we can see Cruncher's getting into the base there. He's harassing the pros a little bit, and Spartan doesn't seem to be reacting too quickly. That's going to take one out. He's going to let him shields recharge. He's going to go back in. I think he may actually manage to get that probe. We shall have to keep an eye on that and see what else is happening. Didn't kill him yet. He's still chasing him down. I think he might actually get him, you know. I don't know. He isn't quite going. Oh, a couple more, and perhaps he'll get that one. Oh, he's got it. He's taking. Oh, he did manage to lose his own probe at the same time. So trading 1 for 1 there. You see up in Cruncher's base, he's still going to be following that probe around, making sure nothing's going on. With the first gateway going down, cybernetics core, and if you look at the production tab up here, you will see that they're pretty much in the same place. It looks like he may be a little bit behind on probes. If we have a look here, Cruncher has managed to put an extra probe. Perhaps he's been coronavirus a little bit more, or perhaps Spartan's not quite on top of his game at the moment. But at the moment there's nothing especially exciting going down. We've got the assimilator being put down for both players. We've got the cybernetics core now about to finish up, and this is where we'll see how they're going to follow it up. We'll see more gateways. First zealot comes out. And first select is just about to finish up here for Spine. He's going to block. Oh no, he's going to chase this probe down. And oh no, he has actually managed to get in. So that will give Cruncher a little bit more scouting in the base there. He will be having a look at this Nexus to see how much Corona Boost is going down. And he will see that the Cybernetics core is Corona Boosting out the wall bait or head stop. So you might not have noticed that. There we go. He will see that one. And we've got a probe hiding over here for Spartan. We'll have to keep an eye on that, see what he's doing. Stalker and Zealot out now for Cruncher, and the Stalker for Spartan is going to pop out right now as well. And we'll probably start wandering around the map with that just to see what's going down. Maybe scout for any probes that are racing around. And Cruncher's doing a good job of keeping this probe on the move, checking out the towers, making sure he's keeping out an eye out for anything strange going on. And this Stalker's going to check behind the brush there and all around the outskirts just to make sure there's no pylons or anything going down there either. And we might see a little bit of an engagement here. This probe will probably manage to get away. This Stalker's leaving his Zealot buddy behind quite a bit, and we've got a Stalker for Cruncher doing the same, chasing down a probe over here with his Zealot buddy in tow. Probe did put a pylon down over here. I'm not sure what he's thinking. Perhaps he might hide a Stargate or something. We've got 4 gateways now for Cruncher going down, and 4 gateways, 3 gateways. Perhaps we'll see another one. Oh, there is 4 gateways there for Cruncher. So we're going to see 4 gateways here, and aha! He managed to walk into units there that can catch Cruncher off guard. Causing a few problems, but he's going to retreat there. But he will probably be able to warp in. He has warped in a few Stalkers of his own there, so by the time that Spartan catches up, he will have the high ground advantage, and he shan't have any problem holding this off at the moment. And to use this as a proxy pylon will be a little bit far away, so we'll probably see a probe moving down, which we do here, to try and put a pylon close to the base so we can see the full 4-gate attack. However, with these 3 zealots now walking in, it seems like the production cycles are in Cruncher's favour, and he's probably going to be able to push these stalkers back without any worries at all. They're going to retreat, and reinforcements probably going to get picked off down here. He's likely going to catch that one. I don't know. But it looks like we're just going to see an all-out 4-gate versus 4-gate battle here. We'll have to see how that pans out. It's a strange place for a pylon. He might be able to even pick this up from the high ground if he can spot it. And he's going to place another one down here just in case. And we can see, oh, we have got CrunCher. He's putting a pylon at the bottom there, and he has walked in with a few zealots, and he's going to be able to pick off a few probes here. Probes being pulled off the line. He's not going to get too many kills on any of these zealots, but a few micros just right. He will be able to pick off these zealots, which it looks like he's actually going to manage to do. He's going to manage to do it without losing any zealots at all by the looks of it. Although 2 more, a zealot and a stalker being walked in there. He's going to move in at CrunCher's base, but there's far too much there. A sentry out now, so he will be able to force field off that ramp and ensure that nothing can get up into his base. And I don't think he's going to have any troubles at all there. And the zealots have been cleared up in Spartan's base at the bottom there. But this pylon is still here. He may send some units out here to make sure there's nothing about, but doesn't look like he's going to spot that. Well, up here he's still not going to be able to get in. 2 sentries out now, building up energy on those. He has spotted the pylon at the bottom. He's going to try and pick off that probe so that he can't put nothing else down. Although CrunCher will walk in a few stalkers there, and he'll probably be able to protect this pylon. It might not quite go down, and units are going to retreat for Spartan to try and get rid of this and make sure that nothing crazy goes on and no more zealots or anything can make their way into his base and destroy anything. He did manage to keep that probe alive, so he will throw down another pylon here so he can still reinforce units close to his base, although these will catch him off guard and he will have to retreat, and likely that pylon at the bottom there will get taken out. Although he's going to pull all his units now, he feels safe, he's cleared up the pylons at the top. This one still remains up here, though it's not going to pose any threat to anybody. He's going to try and regroup with his units, and this probe and pylon at the bottom here still perhaps a little bit of inexperience shown through here by Spartan, because as soon as those units pull back, he should be checking around here, make sure there's no pylons or anything, but especially knowing that he didn't catch this probe earlier on. CrunCher pulls back again into his base. He's feeling pretty safe and pretty much in the lead. He's going to keep pumping out probes, and we've got a robotics facility coming down here. We'll likely get an observer out to help him gain some vision and help him see what is going on. And it looks as though, unless I've missed anything, we still have just the 4 gates in here for Spartan, so we'll see where this goes. Oh, he's going to bring out an immortal here before the observer. That's going to give him a massive edge in any battles. They'll take down all of these stalkers, and we can see that Spartan is very stalker heavy, so that will help him a great deal in the next battle. And finally, we do have a robotics facility coming up for Spartan there. A few more zealots being added on. The immortal is out, and he's going to bring out this observer, which will help no end in the battle. And a robotics bay also, so we could see some Colossus come into play perhaps. This stalker may well see this pylon here now, so he will probably try and take that out, although Spartan may react and try and stop him, but it looks like he will take it out. He's going to send one zealot up this ramp just to try and see what's going on, but that will be taken out straight away, although he will get started there, and he may well have seen this immortal now, so he might have to produce one of his own to try and hold this off. Robotics facility is finished up here. He's going to go for the observer first, so he's certainly going to have CrunCher in the lead here. I think CrunCher's pretty much got this game won here. If we look at the resources tab, it's 95 food to 63 food of Spartan, and he taking that pylon out at the side here did supply block Spartan for a brief moment, and this observer is going to come in, although crossing over with the other observer, he's very lucky there. He might actually have lost this observer there nearly, although it will get away unharmed. It looked like he did attack his own gateway there for a moment. Observer comes away. We've got Twilight counts going down. He's researching Blink, so we're going to see that explains the Stalker Heavy army with the Blink research going down. And in the production tab we do see another Colossus. The first Colossus is out on the field for CrunCher, and second Colossus on its way. I'm guessing he'll wait for this one to finish up, and then he will probably move out with that, and the observer for Spartan will probably move in and he will spot that. And we do have a second proxy pylon to come in there, so when Cruncher does eventually move out, we're going to see no problems with him reinforcing movements. Although Spartan is perhaps feeling that he could be behind, but once he sees this these Colossus and stuff, he may have a problem. He might try and blink on top of the Colossus and maybe pick those off to stop Cruncher from building up too many. We see a third Colossus is in production there for Cruncher, and a sneaky base being taken there by Spartan, taking this in the right hand side there, hoping that Cruncher will not notice it, but the observer is floating about. He will probably take a look over there, and fortunately he doesn't seem to have, oh, he does have his observer in the army, so this observer better be careful, because if he flies over the top there he will get taken out. Two Zealots at the bottom of the ramp just to see if Cruncher is going to move out, but I don't think Cruncher has any worries here at all, unless this expansion manages to get up and starts to get a little bit saturated. It could cause a few problems. Excuse me. Cruncher is still just continuing to pump up these Colossus. He might want to think about taking an expansion soon. We can see minerals here running very low, but with an army lead like this, 127 supply to 75 supply, he's not going to worry too much. He's probably just going to wait until he's produced as much as he can off this one base and likely just move out, and he's pretty much going to be able to attack, move in for the kill there. This observer is going to be very careful. He will lose that one, so we'll have to watch and see whether he does decide to bring out another one, but he's just going to move out instead now. He has got 4 Colossus out on the field, and I think Spartan might just want to run away when he sees these. He hasn't got the extended family lance yet, I reckon, so he's not going to have as much range. It's not going to be a problem. These Stalkers might be able to blink and counter-attack. He might go for a counter-attack and try and blink into the base here. No, he's just going to run away and see what happens. But this is going to be a losing battle for Spartan, and bringing the units over here is just going to reveal this sneaky ninja base that's hidden in the back there. So maybe a silly move. He might want to just pull back a bit more. We've got Colossus making massive fire off the high ground there, throwing a few force down, trying to catch a few of those Stalkers in. They were able to get away. You see the Stalkers down here, just trying to blink away and get as far away as possible, but this army is way too big. Cruncher not really producing anything at the moment, or he's waiting for those Chrono Boost in his warp gates. He's going to try and bring as many units as he can. These Zealots going in to try and see if they can do any more harassment to the main base of Spartan, but this huge army here, especially with those Colossus being able to walk up onto the high ground, he's just going to be able to storm straight in to Spartan's base here, and you can see all these Stalkers taking massive damage from the Colossus. He did lose one with this Immortal there, completely down, and GG from Spartan. He has left the game, and Cruncher goes 1-0 up in this best of 3 rounds. So I hope you enjoyed that little game there, and if you want to catch game 2, do check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/IronHammersTV. The other game should be up there soon, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.